Hey guys, so many times we think of body weight exercises as a plan B to weightlifting. Most regular gym goers even think that calisthenics is only beneficial as a warm-up. Now, to be real here, sometimes your body weight can be even more effective than steel for packing on good quality muscle. I mean, most of the time we just don't know how to use it properly. So follow me along. I'll be posting on my private Facebook group and I'll give you some insider secrets on how to properly start your journey with only your body. Now, these will not only increase the size and strength in muscles, but it would also be a perfect way to move through life. If used properly, you look like some of the fittest people in the world. And I'm talking about gymnasts, soldiers, and athletes. Best of all, you can do it even without stepping foot in the gym. So let me teach you how to turn your body into the most effective fitness tool on the planet. Send me a DM or follow the link in my profile to get access to my private Facebook group. Hey guys, did you know that calisthenics incentivizes a completely different body type than regular weightlifting? I mean, some people don't know, but with weightlifting, most of the time, the heavier you are, the more pounds you can lift. Now, that's not completely true in all instances, but it is very common. With calisthenics, it's completely the opposite. Extra mass on you usually becomes a limiting factor, both in performance and athleticism. Walking around with an extra 20 pounds is usually like walking around with a weight vest. Most of the time, to get full control of your body, we would rather be as lean as possible, and exercise alone won't do the full job. So proper nutrition habits are completely necessary. Now, what's the first step I use to start creating better habits around food? Start simple. Try eliminating empty liquid calories like sodas, alcohol, and focus on increasing your intake on protein and produce. Try to focus on whole foods and avoid heavily processed foods, no fast foods either. Easy way of going about it, shop around the outside of the grocery store and not in the middle. Guys, so that's a very easy first couple of steps to take in for nutrition. If you guys need some help or extra guidance, please send me a message or leave a comment right here below and I'll be glad to help out. Hope you have an amazing day, everyone. Hey guys, so a lot of people think that lifting heavy is the only way to build muscle. That was the first thing that usually pops onto people's heads when they hear progressive overload. It usually is add more weight. Reality is, your muscles can't tell the difference between body weight and a barbell. All the muscle knows is that it's fighting against a type of resistance. As long as the exercise is sufficiently challenging, you don't need to add weight to trigger muscle growth. Now, that doesn't mean bang out 50 or 100 plus reps of push-ups. There's ways to progress through calisthenics that don't involve adding reps. You could use tempo control, which basically means slow down the movement or go slower with a certain portion of the movement. You could add a pause to each rep or do half reps. Calisthenics skill progress is a great way to do so too. Work on a different skill. If you need help figuring out what a skill is, how to progress or regress a certain movement, send me a message or leave a comment down here and I'll gladly help you out. What's your first skill? Can you do a push-up? Can you do a pull-up? How many reps can you do? Can you slow down that movement? All this needs to be taken into account whenever you're trying to progressively overload a calisthenics movement. Have a great day, guys. Guys, what's the number one thing that usually sets calisthenics apart? The signal it creates for our body. I mean, every single rep of a calisthenic movement, if done properly, recruits an insane amount of muscle tissue. It engages your core and it places a great demand on the central nervous system. That's why technique, form, and skill are crucial to calisthenics. You want to put yourself in a place that creates the best training effect while minimizing any wear and tear on your body. Guys, if you haven't followed my private Facebook group, please click the link in my bio or send me a DM and I'll gladly share the link with you. Here, I'm going to be sharing techniques, guides, skills, exercises, workouts, all the details on how to start calisthenics. And if you want to further your journey, set up a call. We'll sit down and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I'm gonna post this. Hey guys, so Most people, when presented with calisthenics or bodyweight exercises, only see the big four, the basics, the push-ups, the pull-ups, the dips, the squats. Now, these are completely necessary and they should always, always form part of your routine with any of its varieties. But you have to be aware that there's a grand array of skills to be learned with calisthenics. The calisthenics journey, that's what we call it with raw bars. Handstands, levers, human flags, muscle ups, and many, many more. Some of these are very advanced variations. Now, each of these have smaller skill sets that you have to achieve that would build your way up to these higher, more advanced skill sets. If you guys want to learn the correct way to properly progress and regress these skill sets, follow my Facebook group, follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be coming up with my YouTube shortly, or send me a DM and we could talk about it. Hey, I'll send you the raw bars journey. No questions asked. Hey guys, here's an awesome little trick that would propel you into your fitness journey. Learn the proper form of calisthenics, bodyweight exercises more efficiently by practicing easier variations during your days off. Very simple. Push-ups, hip thrusts, squats, or even if you have a pull-up bar, you could get like 1 or 2 reps. Now, nothing crazy, not a full workout. 10 reps, maybe 5 to 10 minutes at the most. You can work on getting a deep portion of a squat, or do 2 pull-ups every time you walk by a pull-up bar. Hold the top of a hip thrust for 30 seconds every 20, 30 minutes while working on a project at your desk or at work. Do these small little trigger sessions, and these are total game changer. They promote recovery, they enhance your mobility. It keeps that anabolic signal going. Now, we gotta think, stimulate, don't annihilate. Guys, let's do this. Let's be great. Woo! Hey guys, here's 4 easy ways to progressively overload your calisthenic movements. First of all, you can change positions. By changing the angle of the working muscle, you could add resistance. Think elevating your feet when doing a push-up. That steeper angle, that's gonna make it a little bit harder. You could decrease stability. That would be done by reducing your contact on the floor by raising a limb. You could narrow or widen the base of support. Think move your feet closer or wider apart. So we want to work ourselves in a less stable environment. You could vary tempo. You could either slow down or speed up the positive or the negative portion of the movement. You could add a pause, eliminating the elastic energy, or apply both. You could combine movements. Lunge matrix, that's a really good example. You could lunge forward, side, and back. Or you could do variations of push-ups where you're doing a diamond to a regular push-up, or do combo moves where you're doing a burpee to a push-up, then jumping up to a pull-up into a knee raise. Now, we got to be aware that programming intensity and combo moves should be for a specific reason. It shouldn't just be to work up a sweat. Whenever you're programming intensity and you're writing up a program, there has to be a reason behind why you're putting certain moves. If you guys need help with that, send me a DM, leave me a comment down here, or schedule a call and we could sit down and actually plan out what your next steps are for your calisthenics journey. Guys, have an awesome day. Stay strong.